All right, so here we go. We're going to do what we can to get this auxiliary view correct for this part right here. Okay? All right, so we're going to start out by making some construction lines, and we're going to find reference edges for that. Okay? So what we're going to use are these three lines. That's not a very good highlighter. Probably because it's not a highlighter. Okay, we're going to use these three lines for our reference edges. So I'm going to go in, and I'm going to use my construction lines here. So I'm going to start with the top one because it goes all the way across. So actually, we'll start at the bottom because it's right on a line. So I'm going to start right here. There's my first reference edge, okay? Remember, the reference edges are parallel to the view that I want to project from for the auxiliary. So they're parallel to this line right here, okay? So I'm going to do my next one now. And I see that my next one is 1, 2.5 if I erase all my highlighter mess here, okay? So if I count to that second line for reference, it's 1, 2.5 away. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to construct 1, 2.5 away from here. There's my second reference line. Okay, my last one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 away from the first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. There's my third reference line. Those are just the lines to give me my true depth, okay, which I can get from the top view. That's why I counted from there. Okay, so the next step is where we project our. Well, actually, we need to label our corners first. Okay, so we're going to go through. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'm going to say 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll have two others that we're going to see as we label. But first, we're going to go to our three views. So I want you guys to help me. If I start with this one, which number is this?
2.
2. What about this one?
Wait, no, 1 and 2.
3.
4.
4.
Mr. Vernon, 6. What was 1 and 2?
That's
Mr. Vernon.
1.
1. Good. All right. What about this one?
7.
8. How about right here?
That's 5.
That's 5. 6. 9 and 10.
9 and 10.
Why, Mr.
Okay.
Vernon, I have a question.
What?
Why is there a break? I mean, why is that one gone?
This? Because that's a hidden line. What it is it's this piece on the isometric view is it goes underneath. It cuts underneath. And I've got that part in Inventor, so I'll show you guys over there so you can kind of get a good idea of what it is. Because what it does, there is actually another corner over here, which we're going to call 11. Oops. That's underneath. It's like the back right corner in our isometric view over here. So if you're looking at it straight on from this view, the back right corner would be 11. It's hidden from our view right now.
Do we put 11 on the
Okay? No, because you can't really see it. So we're going to leave that off.
Isn't it
Okay.
1 and 2 though?
No. Because 1 is right here and 2 is right here.
I see it now.
There will be, on this view, it will be like that. So right here, which we're going to do next, that is 1 and 2, because it's like you're looking at it from the front view. Okay, so how about this one right here? 6. Okay, that's the front, corresponds to right here. How about this one?
5.
5. How about the bottom right corner?
4 and 3.
3 and 4. Good. Okay, now we go up to the top, 7 and 8. Okay, next one down, now it starts to get tricky, 9. Okay, this one is going to be 10. Nope, not 11. It's going to be just 10. Okay? Now down here, it's going to be 11 and 12. 12 is the bottom. If you're looking at it again from over here, it's the bottom left corner of the underneath cut part. So again, I'll show that in Inventor if that's like blowing your mind right now, because it's kind of tough to wrap your mind around without being able to rotate it. But that's going to be what our 12 point would be. For all purposes, when we're doing our auxiliary view, we're not going to need it. So don't let that part confuse you. Okay, so we've got all our corners labeled now on this one. So now we want to go to our right view and label them. So I'm going to help you guys out with here just to kind of speed things along. 3, 4, and we're actually going to have a couple on here. So that's going to be 1 and 8. This is going to be 2 and 7, 3, and it would be, what do we label that one? 11. This would be 4 and 12. This is going to be 6 and 9. This is going to be 5 and 10. Okay? So we've got all those labeled. Now we need to go back, and now we're going to shoot our construction lasers across from all of the points. So we're going to go from every point here and extend the line up. Yes. Okay. Now, not only do I need those front corners, but I need these back ones too. So I'm going to do my best to get these at a angle along those same lines.
My brain can not wrap around the shape of this object.
That's why I'm going to show it to you in Inventor after we're done with this.
The shading is confusing. Yeah,
Okay. Now, these lines are kind of light and it's kind of hard to keep track of them, so we're going to start to label our points. Okay? So I see I've got 7 and 8 along this line. So I can see the top right corner is going to be 7 and this one's going to be 8. So I've got those 2 points lined up. Okay? Then from this one I've got 9. I can see 9 is going to come down from right here. So we're going to start to kind of construct it as we go as well, because I think that's going to help kind of see where we are. So first I see 7 and 8 connect. So we're going to connect 7 and 8 right here. Then I see 8 and 9 connect. So we're going to connect 8 to 9 right here. All right? Then we're going to come to our next one down. We've got 10. 10 is going to come straight down. It goes along this line, so it's going to be right there. And so now I'm going to connect 9 to 10. So we've got 9 to 10. Okay? Our next one is 11 and 12, which we're really not going to see in this view, so we're just going to leave that one. Okay, and now we can kind of start to get to the main part of the auxiliary view. So we're going to go to 1 and 2. All right, so I know 1 and 2 is going to go across. Here is 2 right here, which is going to make 1 right here. So I'm going to connect those now. 1 to 2. Okay, I see that 2 also connects to 7, and 1 also connects to 8. 1 to 8, 2 to 7. Okay? Now we're going to go down to 3 and 4. Here's 3 in the corner and 4 right here. We're going to connect 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Now is where we start to see the reverse D take shape. So we've got 5 right here, okay, and I see that it's kind of at this corner, so it's going to be right there. And I've got 6 right here. So now when I go in, I go from 4 to 5, from 5 to 6, and I can even connect 6 to 1 now. So 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and 6 to 1. All right? So now we kind of start to see it taking shape. All right? Now what we also notice is up here, 5 connects to 10, and 6 connects to 9. So that's actually now all on the same plane. So I can connect this whole side right here. When you flip it around and rotate it, it just so happens that those points all line up. So now this is our completed auxiliary view. I'm going to leave out the hidden lines just because if I'm going to create an auxiliary view in Inventor and I'm going to dimension it, I'm going to leave off the hidden lines because it just will make it simpler in my case. Now, if we wanted to add them in, we would see that it would run from this other part that goes along from 4 to 1. So that would be our hidden line if we were going to include it under there, but I'm just going to leave it off. Okay? So that is how we do an auxiliary view.
We have to do this for all of our